What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode with your boy Phrankleen. Now, welcome to Story Time, where I get to read out one of your emails. So, this basically is about a crazy bride price, demand by, the parents of a lady who wanted to marry a white guy here in the UK. So, this gentleman sent me an email who he's basically friends, with this white gentleman. So he's asked me to share the story, and it's about the ridiculous request for bride price by the parents of the potential bride. This segment is sponsored by Sendwave. Sendwave is basically an app you can download on your Apple devices or on your Android devices, okay, within the two shakes of a duck's tail, okay? You can use it to send money from Ireland, Spain, Italy, United Kingdom, United States, within the comfort of your home, office, in your bed, wherever you are, without any commission, to Ghana, Kenya, Nigeria, Tanzania, and Uganda. Okay, it's very easy to set it up on your devices, and once you've downloaded the app, okay, use my username Phrankleen as it is on the screen, and for your first transaction you get £5, $5, and or €5 added to your very first transaction. Sendwave. Said, hi Phrankleen. Be sure to hit the like button, subscribe button if you like what I'm about. If you enjoy the video, hit the share button as well, okay? Helps to gain traction, helps with more exposure. Right, let's crack on. So, hi Phrankleen, hope you're well. First of all, I want to say I love your content. Thank you. And find it very informative, especially as a first generation diasporan born and raised in the UK, and feel I can relate to many of your topics. Thank you. The reason I'm emailing you today is because I was hoping you can make a video on behalf of a long-time friend of mine that I've gone to school with since I was 4, who is going through a tough situation. Now, the situation is that my friend is about to get married to his female partner, who comes from a Nigerian family, right? Who he met 7 years ago at university. He's 27 and she's 26 at the moment. And the parents of his fiance is asking for a bride price, which he came to understand is custom in Nigerian culture, okay? He's a white Englishman, so was unaware of this before. But the problem is not the fact that he doesn't want to pay a bride price, it's the amount that they are asking for. Phrankleen, they are asking for 200,000 Great Britain pounds sterling. Yes, that's right, 200,000 pounds. What? Who asks for 200,000 pounds worth of, bride price? Okay, let me go through that story so you get the background, then I'll put my comments at the end. And it seems like the parents of the fiance are adamant on collecting that amount. Let me give you a bit of a background into my friend so you can see why they want such an outrageous amount. He grew up in London, and from when he started school at age 4, was privately educated at the top prep school in London, both in the primary part of the school and secondary part of the school, before moving to an elite boarding school at age 13. He then, after finishing the boarding school at 18, went off to a top university, which is where he met the lady. And subsequently they settled down and managed to buy a property together. So they managed to buy a property together before even getting married, okay? And managed to buy a property together, and now he has a good job making over 6 figures working in private equity. I see. Basically, what I'm trying to say is that he came from a well-off family and is doing well for himself now. However, this information came to the attention of the family of the lady over the years of them getting to know him and spending time with him. Then one day, when he informed the lady's parents that he wanted to propose to their daughter, they suddenly slapped him with this information that they wanted him to pay them £200,000. He was shocked. Of course, I will be. and couldn't believe it and didn't know how to respond. So said he would have to think about it. However, he couldn't go back to his family to talk to them about it, because they said they don't want anything to do with him after he brought a black girl home. Yes, his parents were rich and racist, according to the email. So he called me asking for advice, and I said I would help him in assisting him to proceed forward. However, my knowledge is pretty limited on a matter like this, being a first generation diasporan myself, so wondering if you can make a video on this topic for me on how I should advise him on what to do. As a British born Nigerian, I find it very disgraceful and shameful, I agree, how they could ask this man for that sum of money, and personally I think they are trying to extort him for money based on the fact he comes from an upper class family. And also, to add insult to injury, they hound him almost every 2 days. What? Asking if he's going to pay or not. The lady's relatives, from Nigeria also, not just the parents. Almost as if that is the major issue determining whether they will get married or not. The lady is so ashamed of her parents and cries every day, not knowing what to do, whether to disobey her parents and just marry him, or wait till he pays the bride price and then marry him. Your thoughts and advice will be much many. Thanks, Phrankleen. So I'm going to leave the man's name out. So that's the email. So in a nutshell, it's the case of a crazy ass Nigerian parents who, as you've heard, are basically demanding a ridiculous amount of 200,000 Great Britain pounds sterling. Actually, for the benefit of this, for 200,000 pounds times, let me convert that to naira, times 475. The current exchange rate, that's 95 million naira. Ah, man, this is absolutely crazy. You see, I've made a video in the past talking about the silliness, the madness that surrounds, the idea of a bride price. Okay, I suppose when it started many years ago, maybe the concept behind it, the idea behind it, was just to sort of make sure that a man was serious about asking, for the hand of a woman, in marriage and stuff like that. It's a like just a token. It's meant to be. It's a cultural gesture that's taken seriously by so many. But over the years, dubious, unscrupulous persons have hijacked the said culture and they use it to fleece, the other side, and they pretty much monetize their daughters, and they see them as a commodity, as a product. In the case of these crazy ass parents, they actually see their daughter as a means of unbelievable retirement, plan. So they've seen that daughter as some kind of gold or commodity that they can sell off. In this case, actually, to Mr. White Man. Mr. White Man, just take him, give us 200,000 pounds. I said take him. Just take her, do whatever you want to do with her, and run away into the sunset and go and make 10 babies. If you beat her to pulp, we don't care, as long as we have 95 million naira. That's absolute madness. Now, let me be clear. This, I can assure you, whilst we have unscrupulous persons within the Nigerian community or the African community at large, you will find that it's the same in every other community, white or black, okay, who are unscrupulous. But this is not a true representation of the overall Nigerian community. Of course, there are pretty crazy people, like I said, that would take advantage of this and ask for ridiculous amounts of money. These things happen, okay. But as the story says, as the email indicates, in this case, They've seen a guy from a well-off family who's been with their daughter for 7 years. 7 years is a long time that they've used to gather information, and they've made their plans in the background, and they desperately want to sell off their daughter, and they've seen that as a retirement package. And it's just absolutely shameful and disgraceful, as the gentleman said in the email. You know what? What would I do? I think it's my reasonable submission that these parents are fraudsters. They are scammers. And the whole idea that the daughter is crying and she's crying every day, doesn't know what to do. Look, put the tears on the shelf. If you are honest yourself, right? You're genuine. You love the guy genuinely. You're not a gold digger like your parents, okay? It's not about crying every day and stuff. If you've been reasonable enough, you've been seen to be reasonable enough, you've tried to sit down with your parents and let them know that this is ridiculous. The fact that they would even open their mouth to demand for such ridiculous amount, it's a major embarrassment to your entire family, because it leaves a bad taste. It leaves a bad impression with, the potential husband, because the guy will be thinking, whoa, what kind of family is this? These are like potential gold diggers. They've looked at me as someone who's lucrative and means to line their own pockets. So the question is, what sort of foundation is that relationship being built upon? What kind of family am I stepping into? Okay, so if the woman, the lady herself can't stand her ground and put an end to this, or cut her parents off, and if you genuinely love that man, then the whole thing is a sham. And this is another angle of looking at this. This is just my thought process. Don't be surprised if she's actually also might be potentially, I'm talking hypothetically here, might be potentially involved in the scam. I'm sorry, but in this circumstances, tears means nothing. If she's not acting, she's not being seen to put an end to this. You really want to be careful to procreate with a lady like that. I would say completely avoid that family, because all it takes is, you go ahead and get married to that lady, and you get her pregnant. All it takes is that one child. And it might just completely change the course of your life, and then you pretty much be introduced to a bigger picture of them fleecing you and dragging you through the courts, and suddenly divorce might show up from somewhere, and then because they know you're well off and use that child until the age of 18 to unscrupulously get money off you and stuff like that. Now, I'm not suggesting that this is actually the woman's intentions, but it's a possibility is what I'm trying to say. And as I said, it's not a fair or honest representation of the overall Nigerian community. It's a problem. It's a plague. It's a despicable problem that's ongoing, that a lot of people who watch this are thoroughly aware of. But it's a shame. But I don't believe, personally, somebody who is also a Nigerian by roots, I find it absolutely disgusting. Your daughter is not a commodity, shouldn't be your retirement plan. This is why I say, parents, African parents with their warped mentality of they monetize and they look to make money out of their children. It's a despicable thing to do. The question is, what have you done with your own lives? Why is there so much desperation for material things, for monetary gains and all this? So my final advice is, bro, walk away from that relationship, man. Dodge that bullet, okay? And find someone else. Unfortunately, it's a bit of a difficult situation, because your family, or he's already had issues with his family, they're racist. Of course, if he goes back to his parents and say, oh, the Nigerian family are asking me for £200,000, but let me be clear. There is no justification for racism. There is no justification for prejudice, okay? But of course, they will latch onto that and weaponize it and say, oh, there you go. There are con men and women and stuff like that. No, it's not a justifiable reason. Even if they were a very nice family who are not racist, any family, any parent on the other side will be rightfully disgusted and say, what? Is this some kind of a joke? You know, if it was some kind of a little bit of a token, like, oh, it's a cultural thing that they do, we have to put like £1,000 or £500 in the envelope and stuff, I'm sure that can be blended into the old reasonable expenditure for the wedding. Do you know what I mean? But to open your mouth and ask for £200,000, I mean, the question is, what's your daughter bringing to the table apart from vagina? It's insane. Anyway, what do you think? Let's keep that conversation going on below. And if you like my video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. It's your boy Phrankleen. And yeah, if you want to send me your stories, send your stories to foodchannel1960@gmail.com. foodchannel1960@gmail.com. And I'll catch you in the next one. Peace and love. Bye now.